Vale, muy bien. A ver. Vale. Qué bien. Estamos en nuestra aldea. Que hemos construido más cosas. Hemos avanzado. Porque, bueno. Verlo en estilo un poco rollo. Voy avanzando poco a poco. Hemos hecho la casa consistorial. Vamos, hemos mejorado. Y seguimos teniendo... Oh, chaval. Seguimos teniendo ganancias. Queda un par de cosas por hacer, como la casa del guardia. Pero no tengo dinero. Puedo hacer la panadería. No puedo hacer la iglesia. De hecho, la iglesia va a ser lo último que hagamos. Y no puedo mejorar la casa consistorial más. Me falta hacer la casa del guardia. Y lo demás es mejorar la casa consistorial una vez más. Y arreglar la iglesia. Tenemos 3.000 de oro y un beneficio diario de 2.000 de oro. Oh, Alexis, gracias por el host. Muchas gracias. Supongo que será automático, pero gracias igualmente. ¿Qué pasa, gatito? Vale. Como no tenemos dinero y hay que esperar a que pasen los días para que todo avance, vámonos a... sorpresa. Hacer las misiones diarias. Y es descubrir quién trabaja el cobre en Sazaba para descubrir quién coño está... ¿qué dice? Malversando dinero. ¿Qué malversando? Ese malversa. Bueno, están haciendo dinero falso. Está malversando. Uy, está igual. Está mucho mejor que antes. No sé, debe de ser el OBS. Digo yo. Ven, ¿qué pasa? Vamos, ven. ¿Qué pasa, Darwincito? Vale, nos venimos. ¿En serio? Es de noche cerrada, así que vamos a tener que... tarda en cargar este juego. A la taberna. ¡Gatito! Están maullando como loco. Vale. ¿Tengo que comer? No, no tengo que comer. Vamos a intentar hablar con la gente. Darles sobre el cobre. Queremos jugar a los dados. Vamos a hablar con ninguno de estos. ¿Hay que dormir obligatoriamente? ¿Para qué? Vale. ¿Sabe qué es? ¿Sabe? Es algo en concreto. Hablar con un rich. Este tío. ¿Y dentro? Abrir. Vacío, cómo no. A preguntarle a los herreros de Chazapa. Darwin. Darwin, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Qué quieres salir? No se sale a estas horas, gordito. Es muy tarde. Ah, tenía que haber comido. Haber comido. La gente no madruga. Vale. ¿Puedo hablar contigo?
¿Dónde?
Señor, ¿quién trafica con cobre?
God be with you.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, and then, apart from me, there's Master.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus...
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me.
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master...
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy...
Vale.
What are Zach and
Compañeros.
Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's... And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that he...
That will be all.
Comprendo.
May the Lord watch over you.
Vale, nos dice que vayamos a hablar con el tal Zack. Queda un poco más de claro, ¿no? Que tiene que ser.
Jesus, what do you want from me now?
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
Me han dicho que lo compraste todo.
That's not what I heard.
What?
Se está
I was
mintiendo.
told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
What can you tell me about the Sasau
Mentidos.
blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent.
So back to that.
What?
Uh-huh.
Goodbye.
Avanzamos entonces con la misión. Descubrir dónde consigan el mercurio los falsificadores. Quien trabaja con... Hablar con un... Tú, ¿padre trabaja
Good day.
con cobre?
Your father says you don't work any.
We don't. Are you calling me a liar? Or my...
Os va a doler. Oh, estamos empatados.
Just be sure you know what you're letting yourself in for.
Was that a threat? Do you think I'm an idiot?
You don't get it, do you? I don't particularly want to fight with you. I don't have the time or the need to prove anything. So I'll just take my knife and stick it between your ribs. And then I'll keep twisting until you tell me
Chaval.
the truth.
Venga, chaval, el Henry.
Jesus Christ! Are you insane?
Maybe. So are you going to talk?
Just take it easy. You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
Jesus, please don't hurt him.
We'll see about that.
Se ha cagado encima, chaval.
Sure.
Oh, Henry. Todo loco está.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copper sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I
Buenos
wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. I'd show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for
dices
some
nada,
thugs
te
to
mato
come and
yo,
burn
descuida.
down my house. Or worse.
If you don't cooperate, you'll be getting a lot worse than that from me.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
So what are we talking about?
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
Well, that doesn't
Bueno.
sound so bad. About that cop,
I told you,
I'll be on my way.
I can't wait.
What's your plan?
Otter's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
Then what do I get out of it?
What we already agreed. I'll give up dealing in copper, and I'll tell you everything I know about what's been going on.
Quiero que me lo digas ya.
But what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armor is light as an eggshell and hot.
How about if the...
Jesus Christ. Although, if Otto doesn't agree to the duel...
Exactly. And if you want to wreck Otter's reputation, not keeping his promise to the...
You're right. Do whatever you think fit then. But if the armor gets...
Of course.
Good luck to you.
Bueno, pues nada, hay que hacer esta mierda. Me va a dejar hacer viaje. No. A ver, ha sido borde, pero sincero. A ver cómo se comporta el otro. Hay una caída de FPS.
From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We had it all. Come and see.
Este. Tengo que comer, ¿verdad? Vamos. Hablar con este tío.
My respects to you.
Master Armorer, I have a message.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back.
No, this is another.
What? Me fight with...
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
How's
¿Dónde está
that?
el Slow 2? Eso quiero saber yo,
It will
Netflix.
be
Eso
a
quiero
duel with
saber yo.
bludgeons. No bloodshed. At
Cuando
most, a
veas en
few
las
bruises
noticias
and some
arde el
dents in the
edificio
armor.
del Corte Inglés,
Zack chose me to wear a Vitus
soy la
armor.
culpable.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my
Porque
own.
vamos,
That sounds reasonable.
Good. So
no sé
let's
si
agree on the
llegará el
time and
lunes
place.
siquiera.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you.
Eso te pasa
Now,
por
I'm
comprarnos
sure
el
Zack
Corte Inglés.
is paying you well.
Amazon lo tendrías mañana, no, ni siquiera. Extra Life y lo habría tenido ayer. Pero la complicación es...
Maybe I'm just doing it
La
out of love for my
complicación
neighbor.
es conseguir
Ah,
la coleccionista en
regular
esos
good
sitios.
Samaritan, no doubt. I could
Pero
pay
bueno.
you more. And I'd tailor-make
Hubiera
a
sido el Extra
cuirass
Life no lo
just for you.
tendrías porque no tendrías
What do you say?
coleccionista.
You mean if I fight as you're a champion instead?
Eso te pasa por la
I'm not
gente
sure
que
how that
compra en el
fits in.
Corte Inglés.
No, no, you fight on
Yo lo estoy
Zack's
jugando
side.
ya, a la mierda.
And
Van a
lose.
por favor. Vos lucharíais por Zack si perderíais. Me he perdido. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? He leído que ha dicho que él ya lo está jugando. Eso ha dicho. Vos lucharíais por Zack si perderíais. Pero yo necesito la información del cobre.
Forget it. I won't sully my name with cheating.
Suit yourself. But my champion will batter you into the ground anyway.
Abre
Sí,
stream
nothing to
Jerónimo si
gain.
lo vemos juntos.
So,
Netflix,
choose the time and place.
maldito.
What, me?
You're the one being challenged, so it's your right.
Well, it's all the same to me. Go and sort it out with the bailiff. He should know about it anyway, so I don't look like a troublemaker.
All right?
Me he perdido, no sé qué cojones ha pasado aquí. ¿Con quién tengo que hablar? ¿Con el Mike? No tengo capturadora, pero desde la Play. Con el botón Share. ¿Te has escuchado? Hazme videollamada de WhatsApp.
Because you stink like a beggar's armpit.
Esto a sobaco ha dicho.
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zach.
Zach? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the master
Que el
armor.
Zack este no cae en
Well, you
gracia.
can tell Zach if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feud of his, I'll have him up for
Desacato a la figura del
disrespecting
merino,
the
sí,
office
claro.
of bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zach came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just what I was after.
Ahora soy tu amigo, ¿eh?
You
Cuando
have
me has
my
dicho
full
que vuelvo a
attention,
sobaco de
friend.
no sé qué.
What's his plan?
A duel.
Darwin.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zach chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armor made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Ajá.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church.
Vale.
But when?
That's up to you.
We could announce it right now.
Let's do
Vale,
it.
vamos allá. No tenemos nada más
I'll
que
have it
hacer
announced around
en
town.
este juego
You
por
come
raro que
along
parezca.
at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back. Sure.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zach, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each
Estás
other's
jugando porque
teeth
te has
out.
dejado llevar por el hype.
However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square
Creo que ya no está en
like
el
a
chat.
pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zach, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of
¿Qué ha pasado?
Skulls.
¿Qué ha pasado de qué?
And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed.
Y ahora porque es un bug.
Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Dejan porque el duelo saca chiporras, tú. Quieren ver sangre.
Corva fix.
A ver, por favor, que necesito información sobre el cobre. hemos usado el rompecabezas y sigue de pie. ¿Por qué sigue de pie? Hola, pitufo. Ay, está ratito en mis pies. Ratito.